Hello and welcome to Movie Playback. Today we'll be reviewing a Netflix action thriller movie, Sweet Girl. Let us know of the climax situation in the comments below. Watch out, spoilers ahead. The movie starts off with police helicopters, cars, and cops trying to rescue a man from falling off the rooftop of a stadium. He's an expert survivor, Ray Parker. He tries to listen to the cops, but heartbroken, jumps right into the water. We now see the old memories of Ray with his wife and daughter spending good time together in the forest. The story is being narrated by the man. Amanda Cooper, his wife, falls ill with a rare form of cancer. She is undergoing the treatment at a hospital where the doctor says to Ray to wait for the medicine to start the treatment. In the next moments, we see Dr. Wu rushing to Ray to deliver the good news that the generic drug of the medicine by the name of Sparrow is currently in the final stages of FDA approval. It will be released in the market soon. Few days pass and nothing happens. Ray asks the nurse for the treatment to start and she tells him to consult with Dr. Wu. Ray and his doctor rush to Dr. Wu and ask him about the delay in the treatment. Dr. Wu, being disappointed, replies that the company manufacturing the drug has pulled it off the market for an indefinite period of time and does not know how long would it take for the drug to reappear in the market. He just feels sorry for his wife. Shocked and heartbroken, both the father and daughter hug each other and head back to Amanda's room. A live transmission on CNN starts with the company manufacturing Sparrow, Bioprime's CEO Simon Keeley, joining with the Congresswoman. The Congresswoman blames the CEO for the pharmaceutical lobbies. During this time, Ray calls in the live transmission and tells the CEO that her wife is dying, all because the company pulled drug off the market. The CEO feels sorry for Ray's wife, but Ray threatens that if his wife dies, it will be Simon's death sentence. Ray cries and yells hopelessly at the hallway of the hospital, knowing that Amanda will pass soon away. Keeley doesn't take the threat seriously, and Amanda passes away soon after, devastating Ray and their daughter Rachel. 6 months go by. Ray, who's still heartbroken on Amanda's death, is practicing boxing at the gym. He goes home and while having a word with his daughter, he receives a call from a vice journalist, Martin Bennett. He tells him that he has seen the clip of Ray calling in on live TV and has the evidence of criminal activity committed by Bioprime. They meet on a subway, unknowingly followed by Rachel and a hitman named Santos. Bennett is talking with Ray on the phone and explains him the directions to take on the station to meet him. Eventually, Ray meets with Bennett on the train where Bennett explains that Bioprime has been bribing anyone who questions their dirty deeds and that politicians at federal and state level are involved in the corruption. Ray does not believe him but starts listening after Bennett convinces him. Before Bennett shares any vital information, Santos, the hitman, stabs the journalist dead, thereby proving the point that Bioprime silences anyone that raises voice against their company. Ray runs after Santos and both engage in a brutal fight scene on the train. Rachel tries to intervene to distract Santos, but Santos knocks out Rachel. Ray turns to Rachel and tries to wake her up, during which Santos stabs Ray in the chest and kicks him off to the platform for dead. 2 years pass by and Rachel is now seen practicing boxing at the gym fiercely to somehow take out revenge and anger on the person who stabbed her father. Congresswoman Diana Morgan, who promised to hold Bioprime accountable on the live CNN show, now has Vinod Shah and the company's CEO together on signing a bipartisan bill. The purpose of this bill is to make Bioprime's medicines available to the public at affordable prices. 2 years later, Ray has been obsessively tracking Keeley's movements. Ray poses as a waiter to infiltrate Bioprime's charity auction so he can interrogate Keeley. Keeley gives a speech on the UNICEF's donation event for India and sits down at the table after the speech. Ray throws a glass of wine deliberately on Keeley's arm, which forces Keeley to rush to the restroom with his bodyguards. Ray, taking chance of this perfect opportunity, starts by knocking out his bodyguard and eventually manages to get hold of Keeley. He asks Keeley to recognize him, but Keeley fails to do so. Keeley says he knows nothing and tells him to go after Bioprime's chairman Vinod Shah. After a brutal fight that leaves one of Keeley's bodyguards dead, Ray strangles Keeley to death with a plastic bag. Ray then gets Rachel and they hide in a motel outside of town. Rachel, concerned that her father has gone too far, contacts FBI agent Sarah Meeker and tries to convince her to look into Bioprime. The next morning, 2 mercenaries break into the motel and Ray kills them both, resulting in further tension between him and Rachel. Ray plans to go after Shaw and lets Rachel help him trap Shaw. Ray tries to interrogate him, but in the process of doing so, Shaw refuses to talk and is soon killed by Santos. Now Santos is basically the same hitman who was ordered to kill Martin Bennett on the subway. Ray and Rachel meet with Santos in a dinner, and after Santos admits that he finds himself sympathetic to Ray's cause, he reveals that Morgan is his real employer. He also tells Rachel that they will meet again soon. Now Ray is further shocked and heartbroken to see there was no other than the Congresswoman Diana Morgan who ordered the kill of Martin Bennett. Returning back to the city, Ray is ambushed by the FBI and flees to the roof of a baseball stadium. As Mika tries to talk him down, it's revealed that Ray is seeing her father dying right in front of her eyes. She jumps into the river but gets knocked unconscious and put in an ambulance. While on the way to the hospital, she manages to break free and crashes the vehicles. She then locates Morgan's campaign office where Santos is also waiting for her. Despite him initially managing to subdue her by strangling and drowning her, Rachel is able to regain her strength and stab Santos to death. She confronts Morgan and secretly records her admitting that she was in fact bribed by Bioprime for government contracts and that she ordered the hit on Bennett and Ray. After sending the record to the FBI, Rachel obtains a fake passport, exchanges her money for cryptocurrency, and boards a plane to an uncertain future. How did you like our movie review? Do let us know in the comments about the climax. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any important notification. Till then, take care, and I will see you around.